What's up, y'all? This is Blunt Babe TV at the Blunt Babe Podcast. I am Candy Cubana, the hostess with the mostest. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for being here. It is June 22nd. This is Sunday night. I'll be trying to do the show on Sunday nights. I'm telling you, my life is a little crazy with the schedule. It's a little hectic, but I'm trying to get this in, and I want this to become a part of my weekly things. So make sure you guys like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you do all the things. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. I don't know if we left off on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Shout out to my daddy as well. And hope everybody had a good Father's Day when that day was that day, okay? You know, we need the granddaddies, we need the uncles, we need the big cousins, big brothers, the big homies. We need the men in our life. I don't care what nobody says. Men are needed, okay? You guys are needed, and a lot of you guys are wanted. Some of y'all, not so much. Don't need you not so much. But we're going to get into it, all right? So, I just want to say, you guys, make sure that you're looking out for yourselves. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Make sure that you have your head on the swivel. Stay prayed up. Because a lot of the times out here, people are not caring anymore about what's going on in their own life. So, you know, that's very devastating when people just don't have a care for life anymore. Goes to my example. I'm gonna do this off the fly. I don't have a list today, really. You know, I got my cue cards for aesthetics, but you know, a lot of this is some old shit that I wrote, and I might talk about it. I might not. You know, I erase it, I rewrite it, I go over it, and I just go about what I really feel sometimes, and it just comes out better that way. So tonight, I wanted to talk about toxic couples. Right? Toxicity in the couples, the couple world, the love, the situationship, the cuddy buddies, the smashing, the sneaky links, the wives, the husbands, the boyfriends, the side chicks, the side dudes, all this stuff out here that's just being very toxic, and people are losing their lives. We just had a recent passing of a couple that unalived themselves on live. We had that couple that got unalived on the strip from another YouTuber, from beef or whatever. You know, I didn't really dig deep into the stories, but I did watch one of the lives from the couple that was toxic, I believe somewhere down in the South. I'm not really too sure what part of the South they were from, but they sounded very country. It's very sad. It's very sad. It's very unfortunate. I watched that whole live, and whatever happened after that resulted into them both losing their lives, whether one person took the other person's life and then they took their own life. You guys, I know we get mad, we get fed up, we get frustrated, people piss you off, but there's no way that I can see myself ending somebody else's life along with mine. And I can't say that I put myself in those shoes to understand it. Of course, the people that are here don't understand people who are suicidal, who have suicidal thoughts, who have mental illness, different things like that wrong with them. I do remember on that live, the woman was talking about how he had mental illness, how he was taking pills, and she was making fun of him. The guy also was talking about how she was sleeping around and how he didn't trust her, and you know, different things that he heard on the street and all of this stuff. So it's like all these things that people know when they're already getting into the relationship. And then you guys procreate. And this may have happened after the children. I don't know. People do change up after the marriage, after the children. People do switch it up. But there has to be some type of sign in the beginning to know that this person is crazy. This person is don't got it all. You going to the doctor with them, you know that they on medication. It's just, their criminal history. You know what you're getting into. You're dealing with people that just got out of jail, just got out of prison, doing years. Not checking their record, not knowing what's going on with them, and you sleeping with them. You got them around your children, the children that are not theirs. Then you procreate and have their children. It's like, where is the self-love, baby? Where is the self-love, baby? What happened to vetting people? Is that like too old school? Or is that like people just ain't got no patience no more? Like, I'm not waiting, I want to do it right now. I have to get to know you in order to be able to sleep with you, let alone have a baby by you. That's just me. It's just, I'm not understanding the desperation of having a relationship just to call it a relationship. That's not cool, mamas. That's not sexy at all. You want somebody to love you so bad that you let somebody go upside your head. You want somebody to love you so bad you let them talk down to your kids. You want somebody to love you so bad that you can't even go outside. You probably can't even go out with your friends, if you have any. You have a controlling, verbal abusive, emotional, mental. I don't even want to talk about if it's sexual, because that's a whole nother topic and a whole nother thing too in itself. Because it's like, if you with me, why do you have to sexually abuse me? But sexual abuse can come in the form of not feeling in the mood, not wanting to, not feeling like it, being in some type of pain, and somehow you feel guilty because you don't want to lose this person, that you still do it anyway. That's abuse. You don't gotta nail you down to the bed and initially just take it. No. Abuse comes in many, many forms, baby. Many, many forms. If you don't feel like it, you don't feel like it. If you don't want to, you don't want to. But the thing is, some of us try so hard to please people that don't even care about us. They do not love you. They do not care about you. I mean, you want to be married just for a piece of paper, just to say that y'all married. And look at this. Look at the documents. Look at the ring. Look at the wedding. Look at the dress. But that was just a ceremony, baby. That was just a get-together. How is it now? Knowing that you have to live every day with this person that you didn't know, that you thought you did. And it's just sad because I don't think we're going to ever learn. I think it's only going to get worse as we see people taking themselves, unaliving themselves on live. That's basically like being on the news and, somebody gets shot and you see them drop, the body drop. Like, it's like live. It's like, boom, right there in your face. We're so desensitized. We're so traumatized in all kind of criminal activity and toxicity that it doesn't mean anything no more. They don't mean nothing. Shout out to those people, families that have lost their lives, on both ends. The toxic couple and the YouTube couple that lost their life. And homeboy turning himself in. I mean, thank you. But you knew you was going to get found anyway. So might as well, ease up some of that time and turn yourself in, right? Because if they come looking for you, you might not make it out, right? Guns are blazing, right? So, of course, turn yourself in. You can't sleep with yourself at night knowing that you took innocent lives just because you was mad. These people didn't do nothing to you but possibly talk shit on the internet. Popping their shit. Having followers, contact you, talking shit in the DM. But that really hurt people. That hurts people. These people are very weak today. They're not as strong as what how they make them back then. Words get people mad. Words. Remember the sticks and stones may break my bones, but no, not today. Words hurt. Clearly, to a lot of people. And it's changing your lives. They're changing your life for the rest of your life. I couldn't believe what I saw when I was watching that couple. They were going back and forth. Like, you could tell that they were really together. You could tell that they were a real married couple because of just the nitpicking and the back and forth bickering. But it was so toxic. It was so, disrespectful that I knew it could never get better. Like, if this was, light work, and they do this all the time because that's what they were known to be for, fighting and talking, shit to each other. They were already on a level 100 on the live. But that was like a 10 to their family and friends and to them. So I could just imagine how they were over the years with children. Watching this. Kids growing up without parents because they were toxic for each other. They didn't know how to call it quits. They didn't want to, somebody walk away, you walk away, and I'm going to stay here. Or you take the kids, you take half of the kids, and I take the other half, and split them down, split everything 50-50, because it's not working. We're going to unalive each other, if not go to jail. So let's just, let's make some arrangements real quick. That's what it's supposed to be. But people are not doing that. It's like, I don't think people take their life for clout because they're not here to see it after. But it's just the mental part of who you messing with, who you dealing with, and how you take it for a joke. You take your life for a joke by playing with somebody that you know is crazy or has a mental disorder, has a criminal history, and you still choose to play with this person. That's not smart. That's not logical. It's just not. Like, you think the nerds and the people that were quiet and all the introverts at work when they were quiet and then blew up the place or shot up the place or, socked the boss in the face when they got fired or reprimanded or something, like, oh my gosh, he was so quiet. I would have never thought. Now, if people like that do shit, what make you think that somebody with a criminal mindset ain't gonna go off on your ass? It just don't make sense. It's a lack of care for life for me. This comes to my next point. When women are out in the street, a lot of stuff is going on, right? Sex trafficking is at an all-time high in many states. Kidnappings, different people just, trying to rob you. All kind of stuff, right? So, let's just say somebody asks you for your number and you don't really want to give it to them, but you don't want to hurt their feelings. You want to spare people's feelings because you want to keep your life. That's where we at now. You literally have to spare people's feelings because you don't know how they're gonna react. I care about me so much. I will spare somebody's feelings just so I could go home. Somebody asked me for my number. It depends. If he look good, he can, you know what I'm saying? Okay? But if he don't, and he's far from your type, you can easily let people down. But everybody's not going to take it easily. So you always have to be aware and have your head on a swivel. Think before you talk. Think before you react. Never disrespect a person's looks, get up, what he got going on, what you see, his car, his shoes. Let that go. The rejection is going to be enough. But when you start getting all disrespectful and talking down on a man, that's what makes people want to do something to you. So, of course, you could simply be like, you know what? I'm married. I'm in a relationship. I don't cheat on my boyfriend. I have a man. I'm engaged. Some people still don't care, right? People still gonna go after you. Still try to ask you, is you happy? Do you want something on the side? They'll say, hey, I got a girl too. People do not care. So, I would just simply give them the number. Because you know how desperate they are these days. They're going to call you right then and there. They're going to try to text you right then and there to make sure that the number is legit. And as soon as they do, and you drive away, block them.
No, no, no. 1,000 times no.
It's fine. It's fine. Just block them. We don't got to go through this. And you'll never hear from them again. It's not that simple. People make things out of bigger issues. Small things, minimal things out of major, colossal things. There are women that have been unalived because she disrespected somebody on the street and didn't want to give him the number. And he shot her. Or punched her in the face. Or robbed her. Like, okay, you don't want to talk to me? Stick them up, bitch. Like, I would just say play sweet. Play sweet. Keep it cute. Give them a little number. It's just a number. And then block. I'm the queen of block. I love the block party. I got a lot of people popping at the block party. Chips, dip, soda, music. It's all kind of shit at the block party because it's a lot of people there. So I hope they're entertained. Stop caring about other people's feelings, dismissing yours. If this is not your child, this is not a baby, toddler situation, kid, you're not the legal guardian of minors, then it shouldn't really matter about feelings at this point. You should be talking and worrying about what you have to do, what you need to do. Because when you're intact, when your cup is full, you can pour from it. When you do not have a full cup, there's nothing to give, sis. There's nothing to give, bro. You have no cup. You have nothing in your cup to fill, to pour out. You have nothing to give. So why get into a relationship? Heal yourself. Heal yourself. Heal. Stop being with people day after day, week after week, month after month. You do not have to be in a relationship every time you break up with somebody. You do not have to be with someone every day, every week, all the time. If this is not your spouse, you got to get out my house. Because what are we doing? We still shacking up in 2025? We still doing that? And it don't even matter anymore, because clearly, like I said, that couple that unalived on live were married. They were married. It don't matter no more. So just imagine when you guys don't have a bind, or you don't have a connection, a spiritual, blessing from God to be together. He ain't gonna bless no mess. That's what he not gonna do. God does not bless no mess. I don't care what you think about your situation. If it's toxic, if it's hurting people, hurting lives, hurting children, not prospering, y'all hiding, y'all don't go around your family, y'all don't talk to y'all family, y'all don't post pictures, y'all don't do nothing. But maybe y'all do, but it all seems happy on the outside. But everybody knows what's about the inside. Those close friends that really be knowing what's up, and they just be sitting by, watching her get beat, watching her get talked to like a dog, watching abuse on the kids, but no nobody say nothing. And then y'all cry at the funeral, talking about coulda, woulda, shouldas. But y'all got so much to say at the church. But y'all was there. Y'all could have kind of butted in and stopped it if you care so much. Everybody sees signs of red flags from the beginning. It's your fault when you choose to ignore them. Oh, they just playing. Oh, he said he gonna kill me. He always say that. Oh, she always talking about stabbing me. One time she pulled out a knife, but she didn't do nothing. She ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, she almost ran me over with a car, but I was faster than the car. One day, y'all gonna fuck around and find out. You're gonna fuck around and find out that all this time that you had to choose yourself, choose peace, and leave, you stayed. You stayed. There's billions and billions of people in this world. You do not have to put up with no fucking body. No fucking body. That's the tea. You don't have to put up with shit. But you can't be alone for 5 minutes. Male or female. Y'all can't be alone for 5 minutes. Y'all can't figure out yourself. Y'all can't go do things on your own. Discover who you are for real. Nurture yourself, pour into yourself, heal yourself, so you can attract the right people, the right vibes for the right tribe, baby. Toxic couples. There's so many. I'm gonna give y'all a quick story. Y'all remember Merlin Santana from the Steve Harvey show? Fine specimen of a man. Fine. May he rest in peace. Rest his soul. He was unalived years ago. Some LA shit. In LA, dealing with females from LA and the wrong dudes from LA. And they shot him because I believe he wasn't trying to deal with a woman that he was dealing with. I may not have the story all the way straight, and I'm not trying to spread any type of lies or things like that, but you guys can look that story up. Merlin Santana from the Steve Harvey show got unalived because he was messing with a female that he probably wasn't trying to mess with anymore, trying to let down easy, you know. And she called some dudes over. Next thing you know, he's unalived. You see where I'm going with this? Like, just being around the right people, knowing the energy, having that super high discernment. High. It has to be on one thou wow. You thought it was supposed to be here. No, baby, we got to go to the moon with it, because some of our lives depend on it. Clearly. All gloves off. I don't trust nobody and nothing anymore. If you bring me a bottle of water, I'm still gonna look at it. That's how strict it is over here. I don't trust nothing. And none of y'all should either. All the young girls out there, y'all want to be fast. Y'all want to take these trips. You know, y'all want to go overseas. Y'all want to go out of the country. That's great. Live it up, sis. But be careful. I heard about a lot of things, a lot of roses being put on cars, powder substances on handles, you know, girls stuffing their drinks, girls missing from islands, passing out, you know, getting last seen with a foreign guy in a car. It's a lot of shit going on. That's why I stay my ass in the house. I'm not tripping on being outside like that. You know, I'm outside for a short time, fun time, not a long time. And everybody ain't welcome to my house. Not even if you think you know me like that. You ain't coming. We gotta be on a whole nother level for you to come over my house at this point. And actually kick it and chill. And I get comfortable and you take your shoes off and like, what? No. So you guys need to have your heads on a swivel. Stay prayed up. Try to bow out gracefully. Let these girls down more gracefully, guys, because y'all gonna get caught up. Ladies, watch how y'all talking to these men in these relationships. Stop stepping out, cheating on these men without really being fully removed from these men. You can't be coming back in the house and he knowing that you was outside with some dudes. He's gonna lose total respect for you, sis. It's not ever gonna be the same. You can't move on. Oh, he did it, you did it, we did it. Let's move on. No, it will never be the same. So for the sake of your life, for the sake of your children's life, for the sake of, for your children to have your life and be around, leave. If you gotta leave in the middle of the night like Tina Turner, leave. Escape. Make arrangements. Pack your shit and go. It's not healthy. Alright? And people want to do stuff for clout today. So there's no genuine in anything anymore. Nothing genuine about nothing anymore. Alright? So, like I said, you guys, take care of yourselves. Man, watch your back. Listen to what people are saying. Stop taking everything with a grain of salt, thinking that people playing with you as far as trying to unalive you, saying it multiple times, or verbally abusing you, but not putting their hands on you yet. It starts somewhere first. Emotional, mental, verbal, physical, levels. There's levels, baby. Stay out of these toxic relationships. Be single. Get yourself together. Get some hobbies. Find some fun shit to do. Exercise. Go out. Treat yourself to dinner. Treat yourself to lunch, to the movies. And sorry, I got a bite on my hand, y'all. I'm so real. Something bit me. You know I got that sweet blood. But anyway, like I said, y'all, please take this. I ain't got a lot of followers. I ain't got a lot of views. But I know what I mean, and I know what I'm talking about. You got to understand where I'm coming from. I'm doing this for a reason. Somebody out there is watching me. Somebody out there is listening to me. And I'm going to reach somebody out there. That's all that matters. All right? I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and all that good jazz, y'all. We up. Blunt Babe TV. Candy Cubana and his thing, though. And act like you know. All right, y'all. Bye, y'all. Stay toxic free. Toxic free.